Leo, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Leos, please. Okay, so your energy, the Three of Swords. Your person, the King of Pentacles. They're viewing you as the Hermit card in reverse, Virgo energy. We also have Taurus and Capricorn with the King of Pentacles. All right, what we're not seeing is the Seven of Wands in reverse. And the final outcome is the Three of Pentacles. So things working out here, getting on the same page. All right, and we have the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I feel like my Leos, you've experienced some sort of heartache or some sort of disappointment. But I feel like, I do feel like it may be with this person, but I do see you wanting to heal conflict or wanting to heal this particular connection. All right, so with the Three of Swords, why do we have this here? I also feel like you're ready to get to the heart of the matter. I feel like you're ready to talk. You're ready to resolve conflict. And we see the Four of Swords. Yeah, so you've been in a process of healing. I feel like you've been getting grounded. You've been regulating after whatever this is. I don't know if it was a fight, an argument, a separation, or just something that was like hurtful or very disappointing for you. You're viewing this person as the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So you may feel like this person has been dragging their feet, or they've been taking too long, or they haven't really been putting in the effort, okay, in this connection, maybe not pulling their weight here. And you're viewing the connection as the Queen of Swords in reverse. So it looks like you may not be in communication with this person. You may feel like something here is out of alignment. Or I'm kind of getting the Queen of Swords. She's anchored in a lower vibrational timeline. She's replaying events, hurt and heartache. So I'm kind of getting some of you are feeling disappointed or heartbroken here because you feel like the connection isn't quite in alignment, or you don't feel like, or you feel like patterns just kind of keep repeating themselves. So you might have a breakup and makeup type energy with this person, or maybe you feel like you've been telling them time and time again that you need more, or you need them to show up for you. You need more support. You don't feel seen or heard. Okay, so something here definitely feels out of alignment, but I feel like my Leos, and I feel this is in true Leo fashion, when you really do care about someone or you've put time and effort into a connection, it's like you want to work it out. Right? You want your needs met, you want to be met where you are, but you also do really want to work things out with this person. Now we see the Seven of Wands. This person could be a bit defensive, but the Seven of Wands is also like somebody that does want to fight for this connection, and I actually do see that here. All right, I actually do see, like with the Three of Pentacles, this possibility of you working things out, getting on the same page, because you're dealing with a King of Pentacles, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or just somebody who's very grounded and stable. They just might be a bit more slow moving here, Leo, than what you're comfortable with. Or, I mean, it does feel like there may be repeated karmic patterns here, but I feel this is a connection you're not quite ready to give up on. And we see obsession. So no amount of obsessing is going to make a situation better. Find a way to let it go. Okay. All right, what else do we need to know here? Closed doors are blessings. If something you were hoping for doesn't happen, know that something even better will. Okay, so again, there's a part of you, Leo, that may need to really hear that message. If you feel like this connection always goes back to the same thing, even after expressing yourself, even trying to work on things, there's a fine line, right? The line between being determined to make something work versus being stubborn can be a bit blurry at times. Okay, so you need to really, it's something that Spirit's saying you need to take a look at. All right, and we see invest wisely. Exactly. Invest your attention into things that support, nurture, and challenge you in healthy ways to help your soul bloom. So that's including this connection. Like, is this a wise investment of your time, your love, your money, your energy, your resources? But also it's about like outside of this connection, make sure that you're investing in things that support you, nurture, and challenge you, your other relationships, your creative projects, your work, your health. All right. And there is something that we're not quite seeing. So things are not always as they appear. Be thorough and keep your eyes open. There's something you're not seeing here, Leo. Okay. So the King of Pentacles here, I mean, I do get a good vibe from the King of Pentacles, this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Somebody who's, you know, wise, somebody who's coming off as calm and loyal. Although we do have the Three of Swords here, so you know what's happened between the two of you. But for a lot of you, I am getting an energy of loyalty here from the King of Pentacles. Somebody who's grounded, stable, secure, generous. Okay, the High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces energy. So this person, you know, may have secret feelings, may feel deeper for you than you realize. But what are these secrets? We see the World. They feel like there's unfinished business here between the two of you. So for some of you, maybe you are heartbroken because you're not in communication. You're not together right now. But this person definitely feels like they feel there's unfinished business. That's Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius energy. And we see the Eight of Swords energy in reverse. Now, I do think this person is a little bit avoidant at this time. I think they're also well aware that there's something unhealthy that's kind of perpetuating here between the two of you. But with the Eight of Swords in reverse, I also think this person has taken some time to get clear on what needs to change, what karmic cycle here needs to be broken. Now they're viewing you as the Hermit card in reverse. So this to me is like I don't know if you've reached out to this person and you're waiting for them to get back to you. The Hermit in reverse is Virgo energy. I just feel like this person really does want to see you. They're hoping that you'll give them access to you again, Leo, to talk, to communicate. The Devil energy, Capricorn, so strong Capricorn energy. I do think this person knows that you've probably addressed, or they know that you feel like there's something unhealthy here. I think there's also a really strong physical connection, but I feel like it's time to kind of put that aside and like really deal with what needs to be dealt with here within this connection. This person may feel like sometimes you stress and obsess about things, Leo. I mean, maybe them, I don't know. But like we do get this obsession energy in your oracle cards. And the Devil card is also like obsession. Hermit card, Virgo energy, and its shadow is also about, you know, stressing over details, getting stuck in overanalysis, paralysis. So they may feel like there's something that, and I don't want you to take that the wrong way. It doesn't necessarily mean you are like obsessed, but they may feel like there's something here that you need to let go of. I don't know, it could be a previous argument. They may feel like there's something here that you kind of obsess with or obsess about. They may also feel like you're a little bit of a workaholic here, Leo, like you work a lot, maybe even like too much at times. But I also think this person, like, I kind of get you both are kind of like, you know, you both quite, I don't think either one of you are looking at other options. Let's put it that way. They see you as hardworking, wise. Two of Cups. They see you as a soulmate here. They see you as their soulmate here. This person does want to be in union with you, Leo. And the Tower energy in reverse. I feel like they haven't let you go. They don't want to let you go. But they may feel like right now you are kind of avoiding them. You know, you both might be kind of avoiding each other, trying to regulate, trying to figure out what you want, how you should move forward here. This person, Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm not really getting this person lied to you, but I do think this person still has a bit of a blocked throat chakra. So they're trying to figure out what they want to say to you, how they want to say it to you, Leo. I do see, I get an energy, and I got it from the beginning of this reading and until now, although the reading's not over. But I do feel like you both want conflict resolution. All right, so this person, we see Fool energy. This is nice coming out in the upright because it tells me that they're fearlessly revealing emotions and helping people laugh at absurdity and hypocrisy. So I do think this person is going to come in and fearlessly reveal their emotions. And that might be something that's kind of new for you. So that's unblocking that throat chakra, telling you how they really feel. And we see artist energy, using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist to elicit pity. All right, no, I mean, I don't think that's necessarily the case. What I'm getting is, you know, this person, I'm getting this person might be somebody who's very practical to a T. You know, like kind of like the energy of like an engineer, right? So sometimes my Leos, you might feel like this person lacks creativity, or this person, you know, sometimes, you know, just sees the facts, right? And yeah, and I mean, that could be a little bit frustrating here for you. All right, let's see. Or just, you know, or somebody who's like a little bit dogmatic, or sometimes has a little bit of tunnel vision. Let's see how they're viewing you, Leo. Mediator. Okay, so they see you as having a gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in your personal and professional life, and a respect for both sides of an argument. Okay. And we see hero and heroine, escapism and a false sense of heroism. Okay, so this person may feel here, Leo, I don't think that's the case, but they may just feel or worry that you two aren't really on the same path. That, you know, the World card in reverse can also be like you two are very different. You come from very different backgrounds, or you show up in the relationship very differently. They may feel right now like you're you know, taking time to yourself. They might be seeing that as a bit of escapism, but you know, I think more so they're just worried that you two, aren't really on the same path right now, or you don't have the same end goals. So we see the Seven of Wands energy here showing up in reverse. I feel like this is more like this person dropping their defensiveness, right? Because they were showing up as the Seven of Wands. I do think this is somebody that wants to fight for this connection. They're dropping their defensiveness because they do want victory. We see the Queen of Wands in reverse, and we see the Knight of Cups. So this person definitely wants to come towards you, but what I'm getting with the Queen of Wands in reverse, Leo, is most likely this is your energy. Like they want to come towards you. They want to work things out. They want to make you a love offer, but they also know that they may be met with confrontation. All right. That like, you know, that you have a lot to say, that you're unhappy with the way things have been going, or how they acted, or how they behaved. But we see the Four of Cups. This person is ready to open up emotionally. I do think you're going to get like a surprise love offer or an apology here, Leo. All right. And this person, who may not be the most emotional person, opening up to you. So with the Three of Pentacles here, this is, you know, getting on the same page, working things out. We see the Death card, transformation. And we see the Star card. It's kind of like a surprise transformation, kind of an unexpected ending here. And we see the Judgment card and an up-leveling. So I do see like whatever's happened here between you and this person, Leo, I'm actually seeing like it making you two that much stronger. Seven of Swords in reverse, if this person has been avoidant or they've been hiding their feelings, I feel like that is about to come to an end. They're about to, you know, be really true, really authentic here with you, Leo. So I really do. I'm sticking with it. I feel like there's conflict resolution. In fact, I feel like whatever's happened here is going to make the connection stronger, and I see an up-leveling here. All right, let's see what else we need to know. All right, so you're both still in love, okay? So you haven't let each other go. Now we see lied to you. Now that obviously could be the case. We saw the Ace of Swords in reverse. But I don't know. I'm not really getting a whole lot of like this person having lied to you, like they're sleeping with somebody else. I kind of feel more so this person just didn't truly express their feelings. This person is multifaceted, late night scrolling, so like checking you out, and Venmo activities. So they might be planning something expensive like a gift or a getaway. Some of you too, like there may be financial challenges here that have been affecting this connection, maybe more than you realize. Okay, but we're not going to ignore the fact that maybe this person wasn't completely honest with you there. That is a red flag. But with the Seven of Swords in reverse, I just get this person coming through in truth and honesty. I wasn't really getting like liar, player energy from this person. So again, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Leo, and if there's a particular reading that isn't resonating with you, do check out your other signs, your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and I also like to check out my North Node. All right, let's see. We have next year. We have unfaithful. We have religious. We have past hurt, and we have sexy. Okay, so the unfaithful energy did kind of scare me, but like I said, I'm not really getting that. I'm not really getting that this person is unfaithful. I actually feel like that King of Pentacles is quite loyal and dedicated. But what I'm getting is I think this person, now I don't know what next year may mean in this reading, because my readings are really meant to be, you know, the time frame is really sooner than that, the next couple of weeks or months tops. But I kind of feel like this person may have their past hurts, and the way that they show up in relationships might be reflecting this past hurt of being betrayed. Okay. And you know, I don't know if that makes them a bit more possessive or jealous, or it makes them just really hesitant, or create some trust issues here. Again, you know your story here, Leo, whether or not this person has been unfaithful to you or not. Because I'm not like really getting that anywhere else in the reading. And I feel like it's much more connected to this past hurt. Now, religious energy, maybe this person considers themselves religious, but to me, religious to me is like a dedicated energy, somebody who's relying on their faith. This is somebody who's very good looking. All right, let's see what else my Leos need to know here. All right, someone is secretly yearning for you, so their feelings for you are way deeper than you realize. This person is unable to give you all you deserve. That's kind of your homework here in this reading, Leo, is like, you know, can this person meet me where I am? You know, can they give me what I'm looking for? Because you've done the work, abundance flows to you now. So you know what you know your worth and your value. You know what you deserve. And right now, you need some time alone in nature to help you recharge. And just remember, everything happens for a reason. So for a lot of my Leos, you know, provided there hasn't been something, you know, really egregious like lying or cheating here, you know, I feel for a lot of my Leos, the reality is that whatever has happened between the two of you may be really bringing you together, maybe, you know, maybe actually making the relationship a bit stronger here. Now, for those of you where there has been lying or cheating, you know, it's a really big red flag, right? In our outcome energy, we have the Three of Pentacles and the Death card. So if there have been deal breakers, like, you know, lying and cheating, remember that this is divine intervention to put you on the path to somebody who's really, truly in alignment with you. All right? Because no good reader is going to sit here and be like, yeah, like work it out with somebody who is doing you dirty. No, honor your worth and your value, Leo, and trust your agency, not only when you're listening to my readings, but other readings as well, okay? So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We see eye candy. So Leo, beauty fades. Choose someone for their inner beauty and personality. This is, you know, your person... you know, this may be what's blocking this person. I mean, this person may be somebody who has in the past or has a history of choosing people, you know, that look good, but that they don't emotionally connect to. And I feel like that's very different with you. Like you're offering good looks and intelligence, emotional depth. So again, they may have to show up a little bit differently than they're used to. And we see need rescuing. You're waiting for love to save you, but you must stop waiting and start looking. Okay, so, you know, that need rescuing energy could be that this person, you know, has maybe relied on their love and good looks in the past to get where they need to go, hoping that, you know, somebody's going to come in and save them, or the other person is going to do all the work. And I did see that because I do feel like my Leos, you do feel a little bit like this person, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, wasn't really putting in the work. And it's, you know, it's not good enough in a long-term relationship just to be hot, right? Or to be sexy. Like, you know, you need to give more. They need to give more than that. All right, let's see. What do they want to say to my Leos? Would you reject me? So they're worried about rejection here, and you've been in my dreams. All right, but my mind and my heart always comes back to you, Leo. All right, so this is definitely a nuanced reading here, Leos. I'm just gonna remind you again to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. What are this person's very next actions towards my Leos, please? Death card. Okay, Scorpio energy, the Lovers, Six of Wands, and the Page of Cups. Now, for some of you, if there is, because I mean, the first card out in this reading was the Three of Swords. I mean, there has always been a third party. Maybe you knew about that. You know, maybe this person was married, or maybe you were waiting for them to get a divorce or something like that. If that's the case, this person is ending something with a third party to have a victory and to come towards you. If there was no third party here, Leo, and for a lot of you, I don't think there was or there is, this person is transforming, making a decision that they want victory and letting their ego down and coming in with an apology or a love offer. We see the Moon in reverse. They're also coming in with transparency, and they're also coming in to let you know how they really, really, truly feel. All right. So let's see what is the quiet truth here for my Leos. What is the quiet truth for my Leos, please? All right, you're responding, not overreacting. Yep, so don't let anybody in this situation make you feel like you're overreacting. Like you're responding accordingly. Let the intensity pass. Ground, find your center, try to drop into neutral as best as you can. All right, something is missing. Yep, and I feel like that's the point of whatever's happened here. Like something here has been missing. All right, and give yourself some space from this, Leo. That's where you're going to get clarity. And this feels one-sided for a reason, okay? Because most likely it has been. But I see energy. We get the Death card coming through twice here in this reading. So I do see potential for transformation and up-leveling here. But again, if there are deal breakers, Leo, and you know there are deal breakers, Spirit saying, you know what, this is a chance to up-level and to, create space for something even more in alignment for you. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you love and light. Take care.